eons of time passed, our world gradually assumed its present appearance, and the continents emerged from the dark waters. Slowly, the Western Hemisphere assumed its present form. Plants, animals, and eventually man appeared on the earth. From its primitive beginning, humanity slowly advanced in civilization and culture. Some 3,000 years ago, on these very grounds, the site of an ancient Indian village, man had developed a civilization, which is shown by archaeological remains. Then, suddenly, more than 4 centuries ago, a new culture arrived from Europe. The epical events which took place in rapid succession after Columbus discovered the New World marked the beginning of radical changes that took place on both sides of the Atlantic. The discovery of new lands to the west widened the horizon, and the name New World was applied in general to these new lands. Through the ensuing years of exploration, settlement, expansion, development, and finally independence, the 2 continents, North and South America, have become an integral part of international life, and they are still generally referred to as the New World. This globe represents our world. It rotates on its axis exactly as does the Earth. It is 56 feet in circumference and equal in height to a 2-story building. Although surrounded by total darkness, one may stand in the rotunda and by means of black light have the feeling of seeing the Earth from a great distance, a multicolored planet radiating its own subdued brilliance as it slowly rotates in the darkness of outer space. This globe portrays the epical events in the discovery, exploration, and colonization by Spaniards in the Western Hemisphere during the 16th century. By means of control lights, I now call your attention to the course sailed by Columbus in 1492, when he landed on San Salvador and went on to discover other islands. The second voyage of great importance was that of Columbus in 1493, when he was accompanied by Juan Ponce de Leon. The landing was made on Hispaniola. From this island, Ponce de Leon went on to the island of Puerto Rico to found a settlement and become governor of the island. Another famous voyage in American history was that of Ponce de Leon in 1513, when he anchored his 3 ships within sight of present St. Augustine Harbor on April the 2nd and named his discovery La Florida. On April the 3rd, he landed and took possession for Spain. This was the first formal possession taken of any part of what is now the continental United States. The 4th epical event in the Western Hemisphere was the discovery in 1513 of the Pacific Ocean by Vasco Muñoz de Balboa. The voyages of Columbus led to the colonization of the West Indies, Cuba, the northern coast of South America, Central America, and Mexico. The voyage of Ponce de Leon resulted in the discovery of the Gulf Stream, led to the explorations by de Ayllon, Cabeza de Vaca, de Soto, and Coronada, and later to the founding in 1565 of St. Augustine by Pedro Menendez de Avilés as the capital of Spain's continent of Florida, which extended from the River of Palms, Rio Grande, to Labrador, and embraced all the area of the present continental United States of America. The discovery of the Pacific Ocean by Balboa led to the conquest of Peru by Pizarro, the settlement of Chile and Ecuador, the exploration of the Amazon River and the coast of California. The small-numbered circles on the globe show the location of some 100 of the settlements made and of the 3 universities founded in the Western Hemisphere prior to 1599, and are numbered in the chronological order of their establishment. The 3 universities founded were the University of Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic in 1538, the University of San Marcos in Peru in 1551, and the National University of Mexico in 1551, respectively. It was not until the beginning of the 17th century that England, Holland, and other European nations began to found New World colonies in Spanish territory. You have just witnessed the unique historical highlights of the phenomenal discovery, exploration, and establishment of the first permanent European settlements, and the development of civilization during the first century of European progress in the New World. You have followed the routes of conquest and expansion. You have seen how the centers of Spanish and Portuguese civilization were established chronologically during this greatest of centuries, which witnessed so many world-shaking events. Today, the 21 countries civilized by Europeans in the New World have provided the Old World with a continuing cultural stimulus of ideas and ideals. So, Florida, which is synonymous with Fountain of Youth, and once embraced all of North America from the Rio Grande to the frigid lands of Labrador, was dedicated to peace, and the name Florida changed to the United States of America.